Hey guys, this is Nathan and welcome back to Crash Landing. So for today we are going to try to get a simple applied energistics system going. And I'm going to turn these guys off because we don't need them running anymore. But we're going to try to get a simple applied energistics system going today. But before we do that, I've got a couple other little things that I want to take care of. Now the first one is with our camel packs. Now we have a huge number of empty camel packs in here and they are a total pain to refill. So to fix that, we have a couple of options that can auto-craft these, but the simplest one and the one that causes the least problems is the Liquid Crafter from Mine Factory Reloaded. Now this thing requires plastic sheets, a regular crafting table, a machine frame, 2 portable tanks, a pneumatic servo, and some books. Now, the problem is, I picked up some books while I was exploring the cities, and if we look here, these have a damage value of 7, whereas a standard crafted book has no damage value. Now, something that's kind of interesting here is we can actually change the value on these if we do it right. So I think we toss these on the ground. When we pick them back up, now they're all non-metadata books. So yes, that is a very simple solution to that. Now if you do it the other way around, toss the books that you have crafted and then keep the ones that have the wrong data, you will end up with nothing. You will have all the wrong books. But so we're going to go ahead and put this in here. We get our Liquid Crafter. So now the Liquid Crafter we are going to place here. We are actually going to remove this barrel full of water bottles. Let's go ahead and grab our dolly. We'll grab this guy, put it over here, and we're going to place the Liquid Crafter here in its place, and we are going to put our output on that side to blue. Okay, so I believe we need to actually put a little bit of water into this thing. No? Let's see here. I don't remember. Maybe we do need... Let's do this real quick. We'll break this thing back out. We will grab a fluid duct and a pneumatic servo. We should not need the item duct, but we might. So then we are going to take our fluid duct, put it on here. Now this should get water into it right away. And then if we place our Liquid Crafter right here. No? What? Oh, wait. I know what's going on there. We're on the wrong fluid transposer. That will change things more than just a little bit. We need to be coming off of this fluid transposer. Okay, so where... Okay, we already have a line coming off of this thing for water. So all that we need to do right now... And of course this is going to be ugly and dirty and nasty and every other thing. So now this thing will fill up with water. Let's go ahead and put our barrel of water bottles back here. And actually we will grab one of those. Now what we're going to do, we have an empty camel pack in our inventory. But if we take a camel pack and some water, we will go ahead and set this in there like that. So that should now properly work. Or do we need to set this to water buckets? I am not sure. Let's try putting in a whole bunch of empty camel packs and see if it makes any difference. Oh, wait. I know what's going on here. We need a redstone signal. So if we take a button, put it on the side of this thing, we can see right now nothing has happened. We press the button, and now we have a full camel pack. And nothing in the output, press the button again, a full camel pack. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab a couple of things out of our tools. We are going to grab a barrel, not a bucket, not a bucket. We want a hopper. And what we're going to want 2 hoppers and 2 barrels. So we are going to place a barrel right here. Place a hopper into the side of that barrel. Okay, so now that should pull the full camel packs out. Every time we press the button, we should get one. Oh, wait, we don't have enough water. Ooh. Okay. So I may want to turn off my soul sand generator. I've had this thing going for a while now, and I haven't used any of it. So, yeah, it might be a good idea to just turn this guy off. Let the water only go into our liquid crafter, because this is where we need it, is for filling our water. Let's see, we'll drop that water bottle off in there, but now we also need a way to put our empty camel packs in here easily. And so for that, we are going to, actually, we're not even going to use a hopper for this. We are going to use an item duct and a pneumatic servo, which actually we already have a pneumatic servo. But we're going to place this guy here. We're going to place the better barrel next to it. Go ahead and flip this one around, flip this, put on our pneumatic servo. Redstone ignore, and then we are going to grab our empty camel packs, or some of them, and we're going to place a whole bunch of these in there. We're going to lock that, and let's grab the rest of them. Way too many for me to deal with. And also, this is kind of going to free up a little bit of space. So, let's see. We don't have enough water yet, but, yeah. Okay, so now it's just a matter of waiting for everything to happen here. We need to make sure that that's locked. Let's go ahead and grab out these 2 camel packs. And that is all taken care of now. So I guess the next thing to do is to start getting everything set up for our applied energistics crafting, for the basic system. So I'm going to get that all figured out, and then I'll be back. So I now have all of the recipes set up here that I'm going to need for the various quests that we have coming up. So we have, in the technological revolution, the basic AE. So we need to make an ME chest and an ME 1K storage. Now to do that, we need the PRC LX100 logic expansion cards. We've seen this recipe before. And we are also in a little while going to need the PRC LX300 logic expansion cards. Now these are the Fluxed Electrum, PRC LX100 plastic sheets and printed circuit boards. Now we are going to use those in these recipes. The basic processor, which takes silicon, redstone, and a LX100. The silicon is gotten by running Certus dust through a furnace, and that will make our basic processor. Now to make the advanced processor, we need Fluxed Electrum silicon and a PRC LX300 logic expansion card. So that's those 2. Then we have a few other recipes here. We have the Fluix crystals. Fluix crystals are made with Certus crystals, which are Certus dust put through the crafting grid, nether quartz, and redstone. Then we have the Fluix dust, which is Certus quartz dust, nether quartz dust, which is nether quartz run through the pulverizer, and redstone. And then finally we have the conversion matrix. Now this conversion matrix takes a nether quartz, a Certus quartz, Fluix dust, iron, and a basic processor. So that's how we make that guy. So now we're getting into the stuff that's actually going to get us somewhere. So the storage cell. This is a 1K storage device. It takes 4 Certus quartz, 4 redstone, and a basic processor. We'll get that. And then the ME1K storage, which takes that storage cell, redstone, glass, and iron, and that will make our 1K storage. And that is going to store 63 different item types and a fair number of items if we have just single items in there. Next we have the ME chest. Now this takes a conversion matrix, a chest, iron, and glass, and we get that. So let's go ahead and take a look at the quest book. This takes care of everything there. This is going to give us nether quartz and Certus quartz. So we'll go ahead and claim that reward. Next up we have the AE controller. To get an AE storage system up, you'll need a few starting machines. So we need to make an ME controller and an ME drive. So we have over here the ME controller. This is Fluix crystals, iron ingots, and an advanced processor. So we'll go ahead and grab that. And then we need the ME drive. Now this is glass, a chest, 2 basic processors, and iron, and that's going to make that guy. So this should take care of that. We get an advanced processor, and we're going to take the 4K storage for this, and there we go. So that takes care of the quests that involve applied energistics. Now we have a few other things that we need to be able to make the applied energistics system work. First off, we have the ME cable. Now the ME cable is made with glass, Fluix dust, and that's going to make 3 of these each. Now these are used in crafting recipes and connecting items. Basically these are wires for this. Next we have the access terminal. So the access terminal takes glass, a conversion matrix, iron, and a cable, and this will allow us to see what is in our drives, and very important piece of our applied energistics system. So we are immediately going to upgrade that to a crafting terminal. Now a crafting terminal takes that access terminal, a storage cell, crafting table, some iron, and glass. Now this is going to allow us to craft directly from our applied energistics system. Now we've got a few other things. Now these are going to be the interacting pieces of applied energistics. They will allow us to, say, put items into our smeltery or into the pressure chamber or whatever. But so we have the interface. Let's get this stupid thing off of our hotbar. Okay, so the interface takes a conversion matrix, cable, iron, and glass, and this is used in a lot of recipes, but we can also use it directly for crafting and things like that. So then we have the basic export bus. The basic export bus takes a piston, an interface, iron, and a cable, and we're just going to go ahead and grab that. So the basic export bus will allow us to move, I believe it's 1 item at a time, out of our applied energistics system into some other item. Then we have a sticky piston. I have not made any of these yet, but we have a piston and raw rubber in this case because I have set up the Mine Factory Reloaded rubber trees over there in my harvester, and I got a whole bunch of this raw rubber. So that makes the sticky piston. Now that sticky piston is used in the basic import bus with some iron, an interface, and a cable, and this will allow us to pull items out of an inventory. And finally we have the ME storage bus, and this will allow us to access various storage items without having to actually have the items that are in it in our applied energistics system. This takes 3 iron ingots, an interface, and a cable, and that is basically all of the items that we are going to need to make our applied energistics system work. So now we have all of this. We'll go ahead and set up just a really quick system here. So I guess we'll set it up over here. No big deal. So we will set down a hardened energy cell first just to supply some power to this thing, and we'll put down our controller next to it. Now immediately we'll see power going into this, and it is now fully charged. So we put our drive next to it, and we'll put this 1K storage into that, and then we will attach our crafting terminal somewhere to this. So now we can take all of these items and throw them into here. And actually, let's take that 4K storage out of there, and we'll put it in here as well. But so now we have all of this available, and that will allow us to craft items directly. So let's go ahead and take all of this stuff, and we'll put it in here as well. So let's go ahead and grab our quest book back out of there. And we can see now there's quite a few items in here, but let's say we need some iron. We can go here and we can make stacks of iron at a time from our ingots. That's really nice. So what I need to do now is pull all of these up and put that stuff into the storage system and try to get some of this set up. Now I think the way that I want to set the base up is we are going to have all of our tech stuff over here. Pretty much already knew that. On the other side of the ship, we are going to put down all of our food and basic farming stuff, like our tree farm will go over there. And then I think that we are going to put the applied energistics system underneath where the ship is currently, but the ship is going to be moving. Now, I've talked about this in the past. I want to rebuild the ship as it would have been before it crashed. So, gonna work on that too. So, got a lot of work to do there, and I don't want to really bore you guys with all of that stuff. So I think what I'm going to do now is go ahead and end the episode because we are pretty close to time. So I'm going to say thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, don't forget to give a thumbs up. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. If you have any thoughts about what I've been working on, be sure to leave that down in the comments, and I will see you next time. Bye!